8.3 part 2. So here we have an equation set up for a cash register deducting $2.50 from a $25 Java Cafe gift card for every medium coffee the customer buys. So here is the equation representing that. Y equals negative 2.50x plus 25. We need to set up an XY chart and graph the equation. You would not want to use any negative numbers because you wouldn't be able to purchase negative coffees. So we'll start with 0 and we'll go up to 3. So if you plug this in for x right here, then you are solving a two-step equation. So 0 would leave you with $25. 1 would leave you with 22.5. 2, you would have 20. And 3, you would have 17.5. Okay, so on the x-axis, I'm going to plot the number of coffees, and on the y-axis, I'm going to plot the dollars left. I would probably choose to go by fives. So this would be dollars. This would be number of coffees. So if I go by 5 and I plot my points, and you just do your best to estimate the decimals, and then I would draw my line. I would not have an arrow going to the left because you couldn't buy negative coffees. Okay, so the second part of the equation asks you what does the meaning of the slope in the y-intercept? What does slope mean in this problem? So the slope in this problem is negative $2.50. That would represent the amount per cup of coffee. So it represents the amount per coffee. The intercept in this case is $25 or 25. So that would represent the amount on the card when you started. Okay, so let's look at problem number 2. All right, problem number 2. A video club charges $8 to join and $1.25 for each DVD that is rented. Now would be a good time to ask your parents what Blockbuster was. They can explain this. The linear equation y equals 1.25x plus 8 represents the amount of money y spend after renting x DVDs. Graph the equation using the slope and the intercept. So again, you cannot have negative number of DVDs. So we would need to start with 0. So maybe 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I plug in 0, I would end up with how many dollars? That would be 8. If I plug in 1, I would end up with 9.25. If I plug in 2, I end up with 10.5. And with 3, I end up with 11.75. You could maybe make this graph go by 2s, would maybe be a good choice. And then you would continue on. If you look at the slope in this problem is 1.25. That represents the cost per DVD. And then if you look at the intercept,